Hey there, it is Jenny, Coach Brightside, and it has been far too long. I can't remember the last time I did a live for you, and I'm really glad to be back. I took a little bit of a break. I felt like I had kind of overdone it a little bit, and I'm back now, so you're stuck with me. But I had kind of a moment happen today that I thought would be the perfect teachable moment for you, my friend, and I almost had a moment of weakness today, and I wanted to share that with you. I have a team under me, and once a month I like to host a call and do sort of a training or a talk or interactive whatevers with them, and just for us to get together and chat and grow ourselves as a team. And I was having the worst technical difficulties. I'm talking like my Wi-Fi kept cutting in and out. My camera would stop working. My microphone would cut out and stop working. It would freeze up. We use this thing called Zoom, and it's like Skype. We always say it's like Skype, but better. So we use Zoom, and it was one thing after the other. It just wasn't working, and I had to log in from my cell phone and turn the screen around to show my computer so that they could see the presentation, the PowerPoint that I created, and it just was a hot mess express. And when I was trying to set it all up and it wasn't working, the very first thing that came to my mind was just forget it. We're going to just have to do this another time. This is not working. This is just not meant to happen tonight. And I, like a smash to the head, was like, you know what? That is a horrible attitude. How positive is that kind of thinking? You are Coach Brightside. Get it together. Look at the positive here. There's always a positive. There's always a bright side. So I made do with what I had. I just turned my camera off on my computer and I got my phone to work. And even though it was a little bit ghetto fabulous, it worked just perfectly for exactly what I needed. And I didn't waste too much of their time because I was able to quickly come up with an alternative means to do my presentation. But what would that have done for us if I would have just quit and thrown in the towel? Here are my coaches that have made time to show up for me and have made time to show up for themselves. And I put all this work into it, and they've carved out time in their evenings to spend with us as a team. So what kind of message would that have been sending if I would have just quit? What if I would have just thrown in the towel and given up? What if I would have said, you know what, this is just too hard. This is just too complicated. I'm not going to do this right now. That would have been horrible. That would have just been a waste of everybody's time. We wouldn't have had those moments together. I wouldn't have shared such raw emotions with them. I wouldn't have shared such vulnerable moments with them. And I think that they got to see a little glimpse of who I am just a little bit better, my personality a little bit more. And they know me well enough to know that I don't want to give up that easily. And so they stuck it out and they were there with me until we got it figured out. So here's the moral of my story, my 4-minute story, because y'all know I'm long-winded. That's why you love coming here and listening to my long stories, because you know to expect that they'll be long, but there is always a point. Don't throw in the towel. If things don't go the way you expected, it's okay. There's a bright side, I promise you. Have a plan B at the ready. Always be willing to do something alternative to what your original plan was. And this can be applied to anything in life. This could be applied to dinner. Maybe in your mind, you went to bed Monday night with the plan to make beef stroganoff for dinner on Tuesday, but you forgot to take your stuff out of the freezer to thaw it overnight so that it would be all ready Tuesday night. It's okay. Google a crock pot recipe or something. That's just an example. But there's always an alternative, you guys. There's always a plan B. Don't ever feel like you have to quit or give up. That's my message for tonight. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for showing up even though I took a little break from you guys. I needed to take that hiatus because I was a little burnt out showing up every single day for a month. But I am back in action and I will have something for you guys again very, very soon. So thanks again for watching. I love you. If you have any questions, remember I am an open book and I am always here for you. Love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.